It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the bell. Honey, 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 honey. Y'all don't know. Saved by the Bell used to be my ish. Oh my God. I love me some Saved by the Bell. I would watch the show before I went to school. When I came home from school on Saturday mornings, I would watch it. I watched it through the week. I taped all the episodes. I had the college years, honey. I had Zach and Kelly wedding, honey. Okay, I didn't name Zach and Kelly's kids. I just love Saved by the Bell. Zach was my favorite, and him and Kelly were my favorite couple. I love Zach and Kelly. I always wanted the perfect relationship, the way that Zach and Kelly had. I was obsessed, as you can see and hear. Okay, like, come on. I love me some Saved by the Bell. But that's not what the girl is back for, okay? That's not what I'm back for. I'm here to talk about Lark Voorhies. She was recently on Dr. Oz, and you all know she suffers from having some type of mental health disorder. So I would like to get off into that, and I will be in and out with my commentary.
It's been 2 years in the making. One of the most beloved 90s teen sitcom stars is here, Lark Voorhies. Now, Lark was best known as Lisa Turtle on the iconic show Saved by the Bell. While her fellow castmates launched into Hollywood careers, Lark's once shining star faded out, leaving everyone wondering what happened. 2 years ago, Lark was scheduled to appear here on our show, but it became clear she needed help and she needed care. Today, the missing Saved by the Bell star Lark Voorhies is finally here. She's going to speak out exclusively about her mental health issues and how she feels shunned by her castmates and left out of the Saved by the Bell reboot. She won our hearts as Lisa Turtle, Bayside High School's favorite fashionista, on the hit 90s sitcom Saved by the Bell. Lark Voorhies rose to fame along with her castmates, their high school dream world filled with fantasy and fun, forever etched on our collective imagination. After Saved by the Bell, Lark Voorhies moved on to soap operas like The Bold and the Beautiful and small films.
She was so beautiful, you guys. She still is beautiful, but she was so bad back then. She also was on How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy. She was his girlfriend. She was gorgeous in there, y'all. If y'all think she looked good on Saved by the Bell, she looked good in that movie. And she used to play on Martin. She did like a couple of episodes on there where she was his girlfriend, I think, when he broke up with Gina.
But over time, she disappeared from the spotlight, causing fans to wonder what happened to Lark Voorhies.
And I love Lisa on the show. Her character just always was shopping and looking fashionable, and she was just so pretty, and she played the hell out of that character, you guys.
In 2012, shocking photos and rumors about the actress began to surface.
When I saw her makeup and stuff, I was like, damn, who got her out in public looking a mess like this? What is going on? This is not the beautiful, intelligent woman I know from Saved by the Bell and all these different movies and stuff. So, people were saying she had mental health issues, but I was like, no, she don't, because she hasn't really came out and said that, so I just figured maybe a couple of bad makeup jobs. It ain't like I ain't seen it before, so,
And then a bombshell. Lark's mother told People magazine that her daughter was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. At first, Lark denied the claim and continued to worry her family, friends, and fans. In 2015, Lark made headlines defending her then-new husband, Jimmy Green, a reported former gang member, after her mother filed a restraining order against him.
Now, see, when I heard that story, I said, well, it may, there may be some trouble in paradise for old Lark. Because I was like, that don't look like the type of guy, that she would date. But, I mean, you never know. I never thought that, she would date, a guy, from the hood and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't know.
After only 6 months, the couple divorced. And according to her mom, Lark moved in with her because she was psychologically, mentally, and emotionally fragile. 2 years ago, Lark was set to come on my show. But in a pre-interview, it became evident to my team that she was still not well. After they came to me with their concerns about Lark's state of mind, it was clear that the first order of business was to get Lark some off-camera support.
And that's really good that Dr. Oz did that, because a lot of these people will exploit these people, put them on a reality show quick and in a hurry, and, you know, make a coin off the person. And it's really nasty, you know, when people go out and do stuff like that. But Dr. Oz, I really like him. He seems like a really genuine, sweet, you know, intelligent person. You know, I like him. I like his show too.
I offered to connect her with psychiatrist Dr. Shala Mudir, who I trusted could help. We continued to check in with Lark, and now, 2 years later, she feels like she's ready to face the world.
And she's starting to look a lot better in these pictures that they showing, so that's good.
Please welcome Lark Voorhies. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We have missed you. We have missed you. How are you feeling?
We're all together again. Now.
You feel okay?
Yes. I feel incredible.
I'm glad you're here. So let me explain what we're going to do today. Lark is joined by her mom, Trisha, and her psychiatrist, Dr. Mudir. They're here for support. Lark's disorder, which we're going to get into in a bit, causes her to have some trouble articulating her thoughts. So her mom and doctor are here to help out. I was going to start in the beginning. Saved by the Bell, iconic show in the 90s, your first big role. And I'm just curious, what was your relationship like with the stars of that show?
It was very family-like, which I'm sure you can relate.
Yes.
Each stage performance becomes your audience and family. And we were up together, down together, together.
Did you have a good time while you were taping the show?
Definitely. Those are some of my happiest moments of my childhood.
Oh, that is so sweet. All of these little flashback pictures of the Saved by the Bell cast. See, they had a new Saved by the Bell, but that cast to me didn't work out. They didn't have the charisma as the first batch of Saved by the Bell people. It wasn't no more Zach and Callie's after that, no more Slaters, no more Lisas, no more Jessies, not even no more Screeches. Well, I think Screech continued to be on, you know, some of the other little franchises they had.
Did you like being famous? Did you enjoy having the fans?
Every moment.
You did?
Indeed. Mm-hmm.
I see that in your eyes. That's good. Dr. Mudir, can the pressure, the intense pressure of being a teen idol, bring a dormant mental illness to the surface?
It can in someone who's predisposed and has a family history, but I think there was more in Lark's case, just in terms of the stressors that were to follow after and relationship stressors. So she had more stress on her in addition to the show that was happening in her personal life that I think altogether was weighing down on her.
Well, can we get into that a little bit? So after the show ended, you sort of disappeared from the spotlight. Most of us didn't know where you had gone, what you were doing. You were in such a...
Going on to college.
Going to college,
Yes.
Which is part of it. So you graduate, you're sort of finding your way. You're having more difficulty connecting all the pieces as much as you had been. And I'm going to show a little video clip that I remember being startled by when I saw it. This is an on-camera interview, one that some of you may remember from Entertainment Tonight. Take a look. Rumors began to swirl after that interview.
Right.
And a lot of folks were trying to figure out what was going on. Were you on drugs? Was there some metabolic problem? And you weren't taking drugs at the time, I'm told.
No.
And Mom, when everyone...
I've never taken drugs.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Mom, in order to address some of those concerns, you proclaimed that your daughter had bipolar disorder, which your daughter, Lark, subsequently claimed wasn't true.
Right.
Why did you want to go public with the diagnosis before Lark felt comfortable disclosing it?
Because people were seeing something, and so I was putting a label to it. And Lark hadn't defined to herself what is going on. So therefore, she resented the fact that I came forward to put a label that she herself hadn't accepted. And so she was upset with me about that.
So, what is your official diagnosis?
Schizoaffective thought disorder. And that was a perfect example of what it does and how it behaves and what it creates around and about it.
Do you feel like you know your thoughts, but you have trouble expressing them?
Yes,
So the thoughts are formed.
correct.
You know what you...
And really quickly, you guys, there's such a stigma with mental health issues. You guys, there are a lot of people out in the world that suffer with mental health issues just because, you know, you laugh with them or they your favorite YouTuber or whatever. Or anybody who's out in the world, you know. A lot of people, you guys, suffer from mental health issues. It's not just the person that's labeled all the time. A lot of people, they don't even go and get diagnosed, you know, because it makes a person feel ashamed, makes the person feel vulnerable, feel weak, and a lot of people suffer from a lot of mental health disorders. So I can imagine Lark, somebody that was on Saved by the Bell and grew up, she was a teen star, and she did all these movies, all these TV shows, you know. I can just imagine her, you know, just feeling out of place in a place like Hollywood and feeling kind of out of place, you know, with her castmates. They're going to talk about that. All of them have pretty much went on to have really healthy careers in Hollywood. And, you know, we still see Mario Lopez, he interviews, and then we see Paul Gouslier, we mainly see him acting still. You know, we see Tiffany Amber Thiessen. I think she got her own YouTube channel or cooking show or something. So, you know, a lot of them are still around, you know, doing different things, but it's just the simple fact of a lot of them, you know, they don't really even talk to Lark anymore. And I just wonder, I'm pretty sure her mental health disorder has something to do with it, and it's really sad. Hopefully they see this episode and feel, you know, just a little bit more compassion. I have worked, you all, in the mental health field, and when I tell you, a lot of the clients, they are a lot like everybody else. Honestly, I'm not just saying that. A lot of people, you know, like I said, you'd be surprised, you know, you be looking at people and be thinking, oh, they normal. And, you know, what's normal, really? You know, everybody kind of crazy to me, you know, but, you know, you just really can't label anybody because everybody got issues, whether they try to hide it, look cute, or cover it up with a name brand or a designer item or whatever. You know, people have issues. So Lark really isn't alone. Who is that? Maya, the girl from In the House? What is her damn last name, y'all? I forgot her name, but yeah, she suffered. I think she got bipolar disorder, though. I'm going to look up what Lark has.
What you want to say?
Yeah, and everybody's ticker taping it to the top to figure out who's going to get the Lisa Voorhies thought.
Right, that's right.
Yeah. Who's going to get her thought? I am. And so, yeah, that's a perfect example of what was going on.
Did she say Lisa Voorhies? Isn't her name? Her name is Lark.
On at the time.
And you told my producers that you're afraid to leave your home sometimes.
Oh yes, well, you know, in life and in the entertainment industry, let me tell you, the show does go on.
Yes, it does. So I'm proud you got out of the house.
Oh, indeed.
When we come back, Lark opens up about feeling shunned by her Saved by the Bell castmates and left out of the new Saved by the Bell reboot. Stay with us. Over the years, Lark's former castmates have reunited on screen and off screen. Here's a photo of them with their spouses celebrating 30 years of friendship. So Lark, as you look at that photo, and I know you know about these reunions, how does it make you feel when you see them socializing?
empowered. They have the right to do that, and they're happy in their element, and they can have it. Certainly.
Would you like to be included?
Oh, well, yes. You know, what family isn't kept complete without its lead?
So some of Lark's former castmates are currently taping a reboot of Saved by the Bell. But Lark, you've not been asked to participate. And I know you wrote something, an entry, that
and let me just mention, Lark was one of the original Saved by the Bell kids, because it was Zach, and I believe it was Screech, and it was Lisa. They were the 3 original kids from Good Morning Miss Bliss. That was the first show before they became, the Saved by the Bell crew. So, she played a really huge part in the show.
If it's okay with you, I'd love you to share. It's very powerful.
All right.
And it reflects some of your thoughts about not being invited to participate.
Oh, I see. Okay. It reads, this is in question to the reunion, I have to admit, I did feel a bit slighted and hurt when I was not invited to be part of the Saved by the Bell reunion, as well as other cast members' events. Yet, of course, I also realized that having this puzzling disorder may have played a major part in that factual decision. With that in mind, I am truly thankful for having had the chance to work on a show that has been so successful.
You wrote beautifully, and you read it beautifully.
Thank you.
I'll take your glasses.
Yes, sir.
They're borrowed from one of my camera people.
You guys, I'm looking at Lark. She's so beautiful still, so charming. And you know what? I was watching somebody else's review of this, and they were trying to say that the whole Saved by the Bell cast, they won't really invite her to events because they feel like, she's black and they're white. And I don't think this is a racial issue. I think more or less, when you have a mental health disorder, you kind of are like by yourself. And I believe that most of them, after seeing this, I'm hoping you all, that they have compassion for her and invite her out to events and, even help her possibly get on a new reboot. I didn't know it was going to be a reboot. They've been talking about doing it, but I didn't know they was for real, But yeah, I think that they should be able to reach out to her. But yeah, this person was really trying to say, well, she was a token black on the show. She was, but they didn't treat her like that. To me, that's just my opinion, you all. They didn't, because on some of those shows, they actually treated the person, to me, like they was a token black, but not on Saved by the Bell. She fit right in with everybody else. She was their beautiful princess.
What would it mean for you to be invited to the reunion?
100% of everything it should mean. I would be elated and happy, and everything would blend in as we are used to coming together for. And so I would have a lovely time, just a lovely time.
Do you ever cry about the fact that you have trouble? As you said earlier, it's hard to figure out which of the many competing voices gets their word out next.
Yeah, and then when you have that, it's like, well, I have this one, so you come up with another one for yourself, because I got this one for myself, and it just goes on and on and on.
So, Mom, as you watch your daughter and the ups and downs that she's had, how does it make you feel?
Right now I feel really good, but I've struggled a lot. I've had many nights of crying, and I was totally puzzled and perplexed.
Oh, I'm sure, being a parent of a child that has a mental health disorder has to be stressful, has to be challenging, like, it's not easy. It's not easy, but you guys would be surprised at who has a mental health disorder and who doesn't. You would really be surprised. And I think that this is my personal opinion. This is what I feel. I think we all got a little something wrong with us. I don't think it's such thing as a normal person. You know, we all got a little something that we do, you know, when we don't get our way or, you know, just anything.
But I got to say, Dr. Modir has come the farthest with helping my daughter come to terms with her challenge. And thank you for finding Dr. Modir for me.
Her mother is very intelligent and well-spoken, and Lark is still intelligent sounding and well-spoken. I wish her the best, you guys. I really do.
So I cry less now.
Well, I'm first of all very appreciative of Dr. Modir as well, but I'm especially proud that you were able to do what's required.
Yes, sir.
To be able to sit on the stage with us right now and help us understand what's going on.
Indeed.
Because it was confusing and it would be overwhelming for most people just to be here, and you've done a wonderful job bringing it alive for us.
Yes, sir.
Do you hope that with the proper treatment you're going to be able to work in Hollywood again, that you'll be included on a Saved by the Bell reunion and other?
Yes, indeed.
You do?
Yes, indeed.
Dr. Modir, is it possible?
It's a work that I love.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, like when you give Lark a script, she can read a script and
she could still read, she could still speak. You could still see that she looks a bit distracted, but I feel like as long as you are aware of what is wrong with you, you can properly manage it. The problem comes into play with a lot of people is they don't even realize what the hell they're doing, so they just keep doing it and it keeps getting worse. And you know, I told y'all that could be anybody though.
she can read it well. So it's just going to require like some patience and some understanding of what her condition is, and allowing her to have a script, as most people would in Hollywood, and I think she'll shine.
She fit right in with the rest of them damn people in Hollywood because they crazy and need help too, honey. Okay? All right, you guys weigh in on this whole Lark Voorhies interview with Dr. Oz. How did you feel about it? Were you a big fan of Lark when she was on Saved by the Bell? Let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.